What is going on, everybody? This your boy Vlad, coming with a quick recap video of two of my trades that I did today. Two of the trades, I nailed them perfectly in the sense of the buy. Well, one of them I'll say I nailed perfectly in the sense of the buy. But the exit, oh man, guys, I need to work better on my exit. So, I got an E-Trade account now. So deposited the money. Money's already in there. So today was the first day that I was trading with E-Trade. And my execution with E-Trade, not blaming them, because I'm ultimately, you take control of your own situation. So I'm the type that, I don't like to do the blaming game, because I'm the trader and I messed up. So the first trade that I'm gonna get into, it is OCGN. OCGN, I actually bought this one yesterday while I was at work. I scaled then. I bought 500 shares, right around a dollar. I think $1.43. Then I bought another 500 at $1.25. So overall, my average was $1.34. So this morning, huge spike off of news. So as soon as I see the spike, first thing that I'm thinking is, okay, I'm gonna scale out to get out of this trade. So I scaled out one half, I want to say at like the 159, and try to do another, not one half, but 1/4 at 159. Try to scale out another 1/4 at the 168. Guys, instead of selling, I end up buying. And I'm just sitting there wondering, thinking to myself, like, what in the world? Why is my order not going through? So I done bought another 250 shares, not knowing it. So then, as it's not going through, I begin to panic because I'm thinking, okay, here's the spike and here's the collapse. And as soon as I start thinking that, boom, you get this first red candle right here. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I hurry up, try to go back to my portfolio to see what's going on. So by then, I'm chasing just to get out. Then I started selling the majority of them right around like the 150s. I missed out on a bigger profit. Overall, it was still a profitable trade, but my exit on this was horrible. So, I just got to be a little bit more careful. It's a new platform. So as I'm doing my orders, I need to pay attention to see whether it's a buy or sell. So that way I can make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Alright, so profitable trade, second trade of the day. CLSI. I saw this yesterday after I got home from work. I saw that it was a breakout pattern. So my game plan for the morning was not to buy it as soon as the market opened. My game plan was buy it on the dip. And I think I executed this buy order perfectly because I waited till it dipped, had this big long wick right here, then it popped up. I actually got in it right here on this pop right here. I got in at 10,000 shares at 93 cents. I'm sorry, 9.093 cents. And I held it, and I was gonna end up risking about 0.089 cents if it failed for the breakout. So held it, started dipping, then we started getting volume. Got volume. This got all the way up to like 11 cents. I knew it didn't have news, but I thought it could have maybe still pushed to maybe the 12 cents and 13 cents. So it didn't. On the way down, I tried to exit all of my shares out at exactly at 0.106. So it's 10 cents and a little bit over a quarter. Uh, but guess what happened? Only 5,001 shares was executed when I tried to get out. So I'm like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Like you got to. Oh, I'm sorry. This is today's. This is the damn. Got in there, yeah. So couldn't get it. Then it popped back up. So I'm thinking it was gonna slowly grind, then break out. So I held the remaining 9,999 shares that I had. Oh, I forgot to mention too. After I did buy the 10,000 shares here, once I started going up, I did rebuy 5,000 shares as well. So I actually had a position size of 15,000 shares. So my average came up to be about 0.097. So I was up about $200 over here. Thought about taking the full profit at the 11s, but I was like, nah, let me be a little bit patient. I should have realized, okay, this really don't have any news. All it is just a technical breakout. So with pops like this, you should be in and out. So that crossed my mind, but greed overwhelmed my thought process. So I'm thinking like, okay, I could maybe hit $500 with this if this get to like 13 cents. But yeah, I was wrong. So as soon as it dropped down here, during here, I try to get in. I try to sell my remaining my 15,000, but only 5,000 and one share was filled, and we had this drop. So I had 9,999 shares. Then as soon as I try to sell over here again, the remaining 9,999 shares, again only 5,001 shares was executed. Then all of a sudden, I get a notification from E-Trade saying that my next trade would put me over the pattern day trader rule, and my account is going to be restricted for 90 days. So I immediately got on a chat with them and like, hey, what you guys mean by like, my account's going to be restricted. So with them, anytime that you sell, that's considered a day trade. So no matter if you bought a position, if you bought 3 times and you do 3 separate sell of the same tickers, that's considered 3 day trade from what the guy was explaining to me. So with my other broker, it wasn't like that. You could actually scale out of it if you buy same day. So I was under the impression that, that's the general rule since pattern day trader with E-Trade, that's not the case. So right now I'm holding a loser right now at CLSI is at 0.088. So with that trade, I'm losing about 70 or $80 with the remaining share. So if I could get out early tomorrow morning, my whole profit for this may end up being about $50. So it's pretty much gonna wipe away majority of the profits that I got. So yeah. Oh, and another trade that I got into as well too because of news was in NVC. This one is not so bad because I know this is a reverse split. But one thing about it too, like you definitely gotta trust your instinct because as soon as I got into the trade, I went back to my spreadsheet just to look it up just to make sure, or before, and I didn't have anything here. Normally, and I put an asterisk beside it because it's not the minimum bid requirement, and plus this little asterisk mean that this stock is a New York Stock Exchange, or even though this say Nasdaq, but normally that's why I put it there. Let me verify that. I guess I'll bam, let's see, and it is and see, yeah, so you have it listed as New York. So yeah, I bought in 500 shares at pre-market at $1.85. So I'm down on this as well too. So I'm trying to hold it, seeing if there's any news that's going to come out in the next couple of days or so. But with this one, I'm going to be really quick to get out because it's not my pattern. And right now, I really don't know what direction it might go. So give it tomorrow. Try to break even. If not, just cut a small loss and just be done with it. For tomorrow, number one stock that I would have on my watch list is NAT. Right now, it is gapping down. And with my other broker, I am going to have day trades available. So I'm looking to go short on this. So I'm already calling it out. Looking to go short on this. If it gaps down again, definitely going short. And just risking, preferably would like to see a spike, so like the 390 and 390s. If I could see that short, then ride this thing maybe 50% down. So this would be a huge gain for tomorrow. So I'm keeping my eyes on it. And I'm glad it didn't collapse today. And it did rebound itself. Because I think it is overextended. Not only is overextended, but the volume it is increasing. And today was like the first day that it went this red on the day. So keeping my eyes on it. But yeah, this is Vlad signing off, y'all. Hope you enjoy your day and safe trading out there. Peace.